Welcome in everybody to the Risk of Resources Roadmap Tournament. This is an 8-player tournament. It's very cool. We're going to have eliminations, we're going to have drama and story. And obviously, the first roadmap changes are out. All the new items are out and we want to play with them. We want to see what they're like, and we thought no better way to do that than with a tournament. Anyway, let's go take a look at the bracket. We're gonna have two different starting brackets here. First, Cabbage, Big D, Snack, and Ruddy playing the Bandit loadouts. Everyone else playing the Seeker loadout. And then the winners of both are going to go to Artie. The losers of both are going to go to Fiend. And we'll explain it more as we go. And I think we're about ready to start as well.
Awesome.
First loadout, Bandit. And for the stages today, for Bandit, we have Siphon Forest, Athenian Sanctuary, RPD, Siren's Call, and then Sky Meadow.
A lot of Sky Meadow today.
A lot of Sky Meadow today. We actually have all Sky Meadow except for the very last loadout.
I
cool.
like that because the other stage 5 is definitely a little bit more difficult, and it's fitting that the best racers are going to have to deal with that at the end of the day. So,
So what do you think about this Bandit loadout also, to start us off?
You've got your shift to speed through the stages. You've got lights out to kind of re-up those abilities and quickly move around. And the Shiv is really strong as well. Can stack up that hemorrhage on Mithrix. So
absolutely. Very easy to do.
My run. You already didn't see my run.
Okay, now it's starting. It looks like it might just be a couple minutes delayed.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, I'll just keep playing, I guess.
Alright, thank you, Cabbage. Very good.
And yeah, love a little Cabbage cameo. And just a reminder, Cabbage is back. It's been so long since Cabbage has raced.
And look at this, by the way. The House Knight Shrine spawned in the teleporter on this map. I know we haven't gotten to talk a lot about this stage specifically, but that's pretty cool. We also have a Chance Stall. We got Razor Wire, Chronic Expansion. There's a Warhorn on the stage, which I don't think is gonna be too impactful here.
But the Chronic Expansion is great. One of my favorite changes to the items. It feels like it's working exactly how it was intended to now. You get a lot of agency over when you're killing enemies and making sure that if you're walking towards the teleporter, you maybe leave a trail of enemies with you to slowly stack up those Chronic Expansions and get it all the way to 10.
Yeah, Ruddy found a band. He went back to spawn, found some gas, a band, a key, and opal. It looks like all of the good loot is over by spawn over there. We also have prayer beads for Snack. Oh, okay. They got a planula out of a shrine.
Whoa, I've never seen that before.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Big D and Ruddy racing on to stage 2. Snack taking his time a little bit more. Before the patch, you had to wait and see what damage you get, and then you go fast. I think people are going to play with the expectation that they're going to find damage throughout the runs. You kind of have to, because of how fast people are going to be playing. And Big D picking up some elusive antlers. I mean, I think most would agree. This is probably the strongest speed item you can find now. With one stack of it, you can get up to 40% move speed, which is just insane.
We also see Big D getting the Prion as well. We see Ruddy getting the Prion. They're both pretty neck and neck here.
Yeah, and having that Fireband with the Prion is going to make most of the bosses for the rest of the run just pretty much instantly die. But Snek is playing pretty slow here. And given you don't have to get first place on these first few loadouts, your only goal is to get top 2.
Ooh,
and a War Bonds.
That's really nice.
See how it finally works. I've never used this item before. Now is a great time to use it.
But it's very powerful. The thing about War Bonds is it does % of boss damage, and it has a proc coefficient of 1. Yeah, so you can just, pretty much hit TP immediately on the next stage, and then have a 20 stack of War Bonds. Because look at Ruddy right now. He already has a 1 stack, and the teleporter is done. So he's earning.
And specifically for Mithrix on stage 5, you often leave with a lot of money in your pocket.
Oh yeah.
But everybody's speeding along here. I mean, we see Ruddy, halfway through the teleport on stage 4 at 12 minutes.
The one thing we're just missing right now is will someone find a pillar skip or something like that? And look at Ruddy.
It's drone parts.
Yeah, it's right above the teleporter too. So as long as someone just goes up there and loots a little bit right above TP, man, what a run.
I will say some behind the scenes information. Ruddy has a chip on his shoulder about this drone parts right now. Last night Cabbage was kind of chirping Ruddy, saying Ruddy will find items like drone parts or head stompers and still manage to lose the loadout. So I'm sure that's in the back of his head somewhere, thinking, man, I can't find this drone parts and lose the Cabbage. So it'll be interesting to see how fast he goes here.
You see two of our racers on to Sky Meadow.
Of course, there's a big difference here, though. Snack really played it slow and methodical up to stage 4, got a lot of items, and then that's where he kind of strayed from his game plan and just said, okay, now I can go. But unfortunately, that was a stage where it seemed most important to get those couple extra items.
There is another Saver Spaces on Sky Meadow here that Ruddy just got, so hopefully Snack does find that. It is on the other side of the stage from him right now, so we'll see.
Yeah, and looking back at Cabbage at the same time, it's easy to think, oh, he's behind, but he is 4 minutes behind real time, pretty much, on his clock. So he's actually in a really good spot right now. My guess is that he just leaves this stage as soon as the teleporter ends, though. I don't think he's going to go loot and find that Spaces.
The thing is, like, especially on Sirens, the Saver Spaces is so out of the way.
Yeah, and that's where Ruddy's playstyle really benefits him sometime. You know, not to say it's lame, but he often plays a little bit slower, a little bit more consistent, takes his time, looks at everything. But when he finds the items that other people don't find, he puts himself in a wonderful position. You know, it's the same thing with him going for blue portals. Usually he's just a little bit average on speed, but here he's in such a wonderful spot.
It's the consistency he gets from his playstyle that always just puts him in the lead.
The drum parts.
Beautiful.
Cabbage and Ruddy in this pool are the first and second seed, and they're the ones that have found the really good item. So it's kind of funny how that happens.
And Ruddy's on the moon. Ooh, Snack's gonna find it.
Oh, nice. Love to see that.
So now Cabbage is the only one without the spaces, and look at that, we have an alien head from the chance doll, and that out of that shrine to the spaces. So that chance doll just really pulling numbers.
We see Big D and Ruddy doing that nice moon movement together. Oh, Big D didn't cancel his fall at all. Oh, he canceled it very late. That's interesting. So I don't think we'll get great movement here.
Be a little bit careful. Ruddy should be able to make this. Oh god, that's close, but there he goes.
Just got it.
And Ruddy's starting off his fight. Snack is doing the host skip as well. Orbons didn't do a lot here. Unfortunately, we can see it on Big D's. There's just not a lot of multiplication in their build for it right now.
But Cabbage is going to be doing pillars here.
That's going to really hold him back a bit, honestly.
That might be the difference maker that puts Cabbage in the losers bracket here. Of course, there's a lot of fight left to happen, but
we'll see. If there's like two pillars right next to each other, looks like he's going for Soul here. Hopefully he can get him done pretty quick.
It's a gamble.
It is a gamble. Ruddy getting an okay Prion to start off phase 3 here. It was fine. It took out about like 30% of Mythrix's health there.
Cabbage, very effective pillars he's doing right now, though. He's almost done with the second one.
And he has that drum man, which does help out a lot. But man, really, really strong first setup from Ruddy. Really impressive.
Yeah.
Snack is doing phase 4 right now. Just mopping it up. Big D, we'll see if they can get a phase 4 skip right now. Holding my breath.
Cabbage getting a beautiful crit prey on fireband proc during phase 1. Just doing insane damage.
No phase 4 skip for Big D. Close, but just quite not enough damage.
Unfortunately for Big D, probably going to end up in the losers bracket here.
I think so.
Which is crazy because, you know, they're going to have a 27, a 28. I mean, that's where the game is right now.
Yeah.
But it's going to come down to Cabbage here.
Yep. Where does he land compared to everyone else? That's just the big question. Hey, Ruddy. So we don't know where Cabbage is at right now because this stream is like behind, but you got at least second place. All right, let's bring in the other two as well. Hello, Big D and Snack. Looks like Cabbage is probably going to take first here, so we'll see.
Yeah, crazy. The only one doing pillars, and that's how far ahead he is.
Yeah.
Well, I can see on the website, Cabbage ended up with a 25.57, beating Ruddy by almost a minute without a skip.
That's
Crazy.
good.
Everybody else got a spaces. There were 2 spaces this run.
Spaces, man.
They were right there. You just had to look.
I'm not good at that.
So, a very good job to everybody. That was really close. I mean, the fact that 28 minutes was the slowest time is absolutely insane. So, Cabbage got first. Ruddy second, Snack third, Big D fourth. So we're going to see Cabbage and Ruddy both facing off again in the RD loadout. And we're about to see Brian, Goji, Faku, and Kay face off in the Seeker loadout. And here we go. We're starting up. Also, the stages today for Seeker are Verdant, we have the Temple, we have RPD, we have Abyssal, and then we have Sky Meadow again. Looks like Kay is starting off with the House of Night Shrine on stage 1. Easy peasy. Alright, so for Seeker, we talked about if they get, you know, a lot of repulsion armor plates and armor and all this kind of stuff, we can just see a really easy run because Sojourn just makes you invincible. But a new item that they added that also makes Seeker really good is the Unstable Transmitter. So that's kind of what we have our eyes on as well.
That is one of the best reworks. It's ridiculous. I wonder if we'll see the watch breaking ratio go down in the races, because something like 80% of watches are inevitably broken in the races. An item like that, though,
it's really, really good. Basically, if you have more than 25% health, you're pretty much invincible.
it's that strong. It has built-in OSP.
Yeah, it's a lot for sure. There are 2 wraps for Goji. Look at that.
Brian has a wrap and a Rose Buckler. Very good for Seeker.
Those 2 stack really well.
Wrap is.
You get a Neural from stage 2 TP. I don't really think that's going to help much. They need a little bit more healing if they only have like 1 or 2 wraps to stay in Sojourn like forever.
Right.
Neural doesn't quite cut it. I'm surprised that Fox is a little bit behind right now. I would have thought that Faku would have been to stage 2 already, but they did loot a bunch. Stage 1, they have the double wrap, which in my opinion does make up for that like 30 seconds behind some of the others here. But we'll see. Ryan's actually looting a lot more, and like you said, Secret is a little bit more item hungry, so I think this is where it's starting to play in. No one had a really fast boss fight on stage 2, so they probably all started thinking, yeah, like we probably need something. Brian gets the Prion on stage 3. I think we're going to see a lot of Prions today.
That makes sense. Goji getting it as well.
Looks like Kay is going to be looking for it. There's a TC drone at the start of the stage, which I don't think anyone's going to get. Goji's the first to start TP, kind of missing the direct hit of the Prion on the Magma Worm. We'll see if Kay gets it. Kay does finish off the boss, and we see prayer beads as well here. A lot of the feedback from like the whole community was just like, what are we getting from this item, right?
Right.
And Gearbox was like, all right, we'll tell you what you're getting, and they literally just put the text like, hey, you have health, you have regen, you know.
That was a very nice rework, as well as just like on the chance stall.
Speaking of chance shrines, though, Goji just found a sales star in a chance shrine over on the ridge, so we'll start to see some sales star plays here.
Yeah, going for the equipment.
Really smart. Primarily keeping Blast Shower. It's not anything they're probably going to take over Prion here. Goji and K are on stage 4. We'll see how there is an ATG and a Tri-Shop in the middle of the map, so we're probably going to see some ATGs here. What is that? Oh, there's a wrap printer. Of course there is.
There is. Nice.
Of course there is.
Okay, so GG.
It's actually every time we have Seeker in a resources race, and it's just they give us the run every time.
Okay, has 5 wraps right now. Should be feeling pretty good.
I mean, look at his health. He's feeling fantastic. It's not even going down.
Oh, where's that Planula from last run?
Oh, I know. Okay, well, I hope everyone finds that. There are 2 Void Crows at the top of the map, and Faku opens both. One is a Void Crit, one is a Void Band. Faku takes the Void Band. We don't have any other bands in this run, so...
Doing the stage 4 boss. Goji didn't find the wrap printer, but does have 3 just from regular looting.
Which is probably still enough. Oh, and a Razor Wire from TP. Ooh. That's just like...
That's beautiful.
What the hell, man?
Perfect.
What a perfect Seeker build. K doesn't have to play the game anymore. All he has to do is just fly around enemies, and Razor Wire kills everything, and he's invincible.
Yep. It's basically a race to Mithrix at this point.
Brian still hasn't found it. And he's not going to. He's just not going to turn the right. He just didn't. I saw the wrap printer on his screen so much, especially when he was on the second layer of the map, but he just didn't ping it. So just never found out what it was.
That's so unfortunate.
Well, looks like TP5 is going well. I'm not surprised to see everyone on TP5 together here. Oh, Goji.
Yeah.
Goji.
Oh no, what happened?
Goji fell off the side of the map and didn't have any ability to cancel the fall. Everything was on cooldown.
Ah, that sucks.
That might just be straight to loser's bracket, unfortunately. And look at this fact, is actually the first one onto the moon.
Brian and Kay now on the moon.
And now they're just gonna fly up top. The thing about Brian is he can't fly up top though. He's gonna lose health.
Yeah, he has enough to get up there.
It's just gonna be slow.
He doesn't have to do pillars. It is gonna be slow. See, Kay's going in with a blast shower. Everyone else going in with a preon.
All right,
I think I like
Faku
preon a little bit more.
is starting the fight. Actually using the Void Band to trap Mithrix and then get a shotgun Preon when he can't move. That was a good use of what they had there, actually. All right,
I got
Brian,
so lucky finding that razor wire.
I mean, this is the perfect secret build. They got the Rat Printer Razor Wire same stage. It's
like this is gonna be slow, but keep in mind, Kay also can't die.
kind of worried about Brian because Brian might be forced to exit Sojourn at an inopportune time, and then with the cooldown in between, there's definitely a chance he could take a +5 here. So, or at least more so compared to the others. There's Faku and Kay are the first ones to beat Phase 1.
Like, I don't think Brian's out of this by any means. Almost done with Phase 1.
I mean, Faku just about to beat Phase 3 right now. You see that damage? It was crazy.
Yeah, Faku's definitely going to win this. That's okay. You just need to get either first or second. Brian is just half a phase behind Kay, though.
Not to say that either of them could just die and then Goji's suddenly back in.
Brian's trying to set up for a good pre-on here. Ooh.
Half of Mythic's health gone with that one. Though Kay is in Phase 4. Yeah. Let's bring in Faku as well.
Hey, Faku. You're advancing.
You won.
Oh, thank you.
Probably joined by Kay. Yeah.
Let's bring in Kay as well. Hello, Kay. You got second.
Oh, thank God, dude.
Hello, Goji. Goji and Brian, you guys are in silver. So you guys will be going to losers bracket.
And then Cabbage, Ruddy, Faku, and Kay in winners bracket. So the next loadout already coming up is going to be a winners bracket, and we're going to have 2 ultimate winners from that.
All right. This is where tournaments start to get really interesting, right? We have all of those players, all 8 players have already played a loadout already, and all of the best players from all of those are playing right now. What do you think about this this like actual Artie loadout with this M1 and Spear and Iron Surge?
I don't think it's bad. Artie, with the exception of Flamethrower, I feel like is pretty interchangeable with her skills. I do think I prefer the Fire M1, and I do like I definitely have a preference for the Orb on the M2. The bigger question is, do you get Ion Surge or Flamethrower? Because depending on that, it feels like an entirely different character. The difference is so dramatic.
Look at Ruddy finding this the shrine at the end of the world to try to use this chance stall, losing all of his money and not getting anything. Yeah, that sucks.
Can you explain the bug?
You just saw it on Faku's screen. Actually, Faku, oh my god, barely not dying to that as well. You can push enemies with Ice Spear when they get hit by it. So Faku just pushed the entire Titan across the whole teleporter while lasering, and it almost killed him.
Ignition tank from the teleporter on the loadout that doesn't have any of the fire abilities. That's a shame.
Ruddy's going back for this shrine. He is determined to get something out of it. Kay is also spending a lot of money and is not getting anything.
Yeah. Yep. Getting scammed. Meanwhile,
wow.
Avatar on stage 2.
Wow. Ruddy had put in like, what, 200 gold into that thing or something. That's crazy. I appreciate that he tried. Both him and Kay tried, but that is rough.
And Cabbage getting rid of the ignition tank and guillotine for some red whips.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, there's also an AP round printer here.
Well, for the people who got a little bit more on the item stage 1, that would be nice.
Ooh, poly loot.
Oh.
From the Void Cradle. This is shaping up to be a pretty decent RD run. The only thing is they're going into the stage with...
Faku has 4 red whips, which is going to be really nice for getting around the stage. And also just like later on as well. Just the moon.
Skipping pillars.
I mean, we'll definitely see. I mean, yeah, they could like go up with Iron Surge, drop down, and then like get an extra boost up with it. So we'll see.
There's a lot of hybrid setups. Oh, and Cabbage just +5'd.
He was burning. A Cabbage +5 though, that is rough. We could see more deaths here. It's not just Cabbage. He's not totally out of it yet. Also getting the Prion as well for Cabbage. Maybe the only one who gets it. And Ruddy dies as well. Pest shot right at the end of... Oof. This is our winner's bracket? Come on. The thing is though, by the way, if anyone loses this loadout, all the silver players here will not be eliminated. They'll be put into the second loser's bracket. So
True.
They're not totally out of it yet. There is a bloom that Cabbage just found. Honestly, having
I think you go for
speed as a red with Growth Nectar with bloom is kind of crazy. The thing is with Cabbage's Prion, like, how much does that death matter compared to everyone else?
I think it's gonna matter. Oh, there's a Growth Nectar.
Oh, there it is.
Like you were saying, and already has 4 debuffs.
I mean, at that point, I don't even think you take bloom anymore, right? Probably because you have the buffs already here. Ruddy does pick up bloom, by the way, so we'll get to see some plays here.
Cabbage, it looks like immediately is headed to this teleporter.
I mean, I think Cabbage Nectar in hand. Look how fast he is. Like,
yeah, Cabbage has what he needs. I think he's missing a band. That's literally it.
I think he's missing a little bit of damage, but like...
The thing you also have to consider too is it's arty, so you're fighting a Mithrix that has 2/3 the health anyway.
Yeah.
I would feel completely different about this run if he didn't have the Growth Nectar.
I wonder if anyone else is gonna find it. It was by the lower Prion spawn as well, I believe.
Yeah, in a purple chest.
We'll also see if Ruddy gets like a Growth Nectar, like what his build gets to be with the bloom though.
True.
Faku also picks up the bloom.
Took it.
Yeah, this is exciting.
K did not take it. Let's see what Faku gets.
Okay. Wowee.
Behemoth, Triangle, and Happy Mask.
So obviously Happy Mask isn't great, but having a unstable transmitter with Behemoth, that's just really good. Like that Cabbage is already on stage 5. I really like Faku's build so far, but Faku's also going to lose a bunch of stuff. I mean, Cabbage I think is definitely in the lead here, despite that +5, which is crazy. I think K is kind of an interesting spot where he just has like the average experience here. Like, he doesn't have anything super special, but his run's going fine. He's just mopping up some things before he leaves the stage as well. Faku bravely picking up a band. We'll see if that's get transformed to anything cool.
Faku going on to stage 5.
Yep,
See what he gets.
I'm curious. All right, so
Fusion,
Transstall, Noxious Thorn. Keeping AP rounds. Ruddy gets Tesla War Bonds, extra lives, and a Soulbound. Everything.
Those deals would have been nice earlier.
Yeah, meanwhile, Cabbage is a phase 2 Mithrix right now. Imagine if Cabbage didn't die, man. That he would have been 20-minute Mithrix.
He'd be getting bonus points in a format that doesn't even have them.
Yeah. All right, Faku onto the moon, gets that Tesla, gets 3 squid polyps, and then a...
losing the APs for the squid polyps. That's brutal.
There we saw it. We're losing the unstable transmitter to Clover.
Yuck.
The one you really wanted to keep.
Bloom giveth, bloom taketh away.
All right, into phase 4. Thing is, though, K or Faku could maybe kill Mithrix fast enough to overtake him. Like, they have a few minutes to do it. They just have to have really good phase 2s. All right, K is in phase 2 at 24 minutes right now, so we'll see. He does have pretty decent damage. It could be that Cabbage's +5 did push him to silver.
Is there a world where they both advance and Cabbage is in the losers? Surely not, right?
It's technically possible, still. But it'd have to... Uh-oh, Faku's taking a lot of damage here.
I'm worried about Faku.
They have to clean up Mithrix, like, right now. They got a 30-10 That's their final time there.
with a +5. Wow.
Hey, Cabbage.
So,
The only question is your +5.
yeah, I lost 1v1 to a blazing rat. What can I say?
Dude, no, that clip was insane. It jumped over your ice wall.
I lost the one player. It was better.
I've never seen anything like that.
I'm not even mad. Like, I lose a 1v1.
It looks like Kay and Faku could beat Cabbage's time here. They just have to get to the ship really fast. It looks like they're good.
You might be in loser's cabbage. I don't know.
I'm kind of a loser. I mean, did you see that?
We'll see the times here as they finish, but let me bring in Kay and Faku both. Kay, you got ahead of Faku by 2 seconds.
Oh,
was
thank
crazy.
you.
What?
Thank God.
That's just
Did
like
Cabbage lost as well?
GG.
Cabbage lost as well. It actually turns
software,
out.
God.
So
Cabbage lost. Oh,
yeah. So Kay and Faku, I thought one of you guys was being pushed out, but you both are going to winners, and Cabbage and Ruddy are going to losers bracket here. Number 4, this is the first round losers bracket, which I'm really excited for here. Electric Boomerang out of the Halcyon Shrine Blessing. Everyone's going to take that. That's very nice. And especially, I like how the right side of our screen here, they have pennies, especially with Void Fiend's corrupted mode with, 50% less damage taken. You can really make use of that.
Yeah. Penny is honestly have shaped up to be one of the strongest items to have. Because money is items and items is damage. Even if the item itself doesn't immediately boost your strength.
Goji! Oh my god, Goji, heal! Heal! Jesus.
Why am I not pressing
Oh god.
R? Okay, thank God. That was 5 HP, I think? Or 2? I'm not sure what I saw, but that Wisp shot should have killed, to be honest.
They got pushed off by the Wisp, and yeah, that was
They were
terrible.
just min-maxing pennies, man. I don't know what you're making a fuss about here.
Yeah, it was optimal, actually.
To the speedrunner mindset, dude.
This is going to be an interesting loadout. This is where the emotions start coming in a lot, because all of the people here have lost their first loadout. They got in the bottom 2, and now they really need to fight to prove that they really belong in the next loadout or 2, right? And they don't want to be out, man. So I can only imagine what Goji is thinking after that situation. Just almost dying.
Brian left with 3 items.
That's really low.
He did not loot at all, and he's not ahead in time. He just left. No pennies, no looting, no nothing.
It's interesting that we have a beetle event, by the way. Also, Brian almost dying. Get down to lose less than 5 HP from the Beetle Queen spit, and actually using the foreign fruit. Yeah.
It was 2.
Nice.
That's 2 people already in the single digits HP.
Yeah, what's
in an
going on?
elimination Void Fiend. Dude. And the Blazing Beetle, by the way, so everyone but Brian getting to farm pennies for free on that one. Pretty sure it was a pre-spawn or an early spawn, because I saw it on everyone.
He does get pennies now, though, from a multi-shop. He left on the ground, so I think he's wanting to go back that direction, but he should have probably just picked it up.
Never punished. Never punished.
I mean, punished a little. Brian,
That's
the first
RNG,
one to stage 3, actually. We'll see how that goes. There is a seed on this map, so we'll see if there's any voids we're taking, or if there's any really in there at all.
It's interesting. Everyone else looting up at a similar pace, and Brian he doesn't need loot, he's just going.
I mean, that's the thing, right? When elimination is on the line,
That's
you
true.
know? I mean,
It's a
he's
gamble. You
going
have to
all
gamble
out.
somewhere.
Yeah. Everyone is playing so well today, honestly. I mean, there have been decisions that may have not been the best, but everyone is playing well, and it's awesome to see that.
This should be the stage where he loots up. I mean, he has the penny money from TP. He's clearing the Void Seed. I'm hoping he picks up some items here.
Void Seed is down. He's opened up his first Radle, and it is Wungus. Well, there's another one, fortunately. And it is
Interesting if
Void
anyone
Crit.
picks that up.
Alright, that is not the Void Seed to go into.
That's
There is an extra life,
unlucky.
though, that Snake just found. It's on the other side. If you look at the TP, it's on the other side of where the Void Seed is from TP. It's right just at the end of the bridge. Right in that little corner. So I don't really know if anyone's
Pretty
going to
hidden.
find that.
Pretty
You
hidden, I
have to
think.
go
It's
over there.
It's a classic. You clear the Void Scene, only shit voids, and then you go anywhere else and there's a natural spawn and it's just a great item. Like,
Yeah.
What did I clear this for?
I hope that like if they find a band, they decide to, you know, use the Plarva and then pick up the band or something like that. That would be perfect. Losing
Need
some
to have the
speed here
presence
to
of
this
mind.
rat printer though. This is going to be definitely a stage for Brian. He doesn't have as much AoE because of the gas. Oh, it's a Crypt printer. Oh,
Ooh, but they did not kill themselves for
Yeah.
the polyloot, and they
I
are
was
going to
just
get a
gonna
lot
say.
of white crit.
I would have loved to
essentially,
see
yeah.
like polyloot with full crit here.
It's actually impressive how it happened immediately after you said it.
Oh, and they died right after they picked up the crits.
No,
And that's full. That's full void crit, man.
no, that's a caster curse. I don't know, man. It's played out exactly as you said it.
I know that Big D
But no.
sees the crit printer. Obviously, it's right here.
Yeah.
So the fact that they waited is kind of interesting. Either they don't want to lose what they have, which is like gas and speed before the teleporter, which is maybe fine, actually, just doing it after anyway. Or like in antlers and stuff. I mean, they do have some decent things, but it's just like how much they value crit. Look, the two people going to adaptive chest at the same time. Unfortunately, Snack got a. They both did the same thing. They
That's
both
funny.
missed the same speed item and got the stun.
It's interesting though. Brian skipping ahead stage 1 and 2, but now everyone's on the same, in the same situation essentially. Brian just with less items. He's missing like 8 items raw. Not even judging good or bad, but generally good now. So
He got a Froster. Like, he
tough.
should just be going more into the crit, though. He has 2 stakes, 2 stuns. You do not need Stun Grenade when you have Electric Boomerang, right? So, like, just send it. Gochi going to
Fodder there
adaptive.
as well.
If they get the stun, I'm gonna lose my mind, dude. What is happening, dude?
No reaction time. They're all washed, dude. What am I looking? What am
I
watching?
actually can't even believe it.
Brian on the TP already. That's a mending brass contraption.
Yeah. There's a feather on Snack as well, and Brian. They both got it. I was distracted.
printer?
Oh, it was a printer.
Down.
Yeah, beautiful.
Anyway, Brian, very scaring me a bit here. Lost his bottle.
Watch this watch.
Lost
He
his
needs to
watch.
basically just not stand there in M1. He needs to keep moving. You know,
Yeah.
kind of spritz the M1 a little bit, throw out the M2s, but don't greed.
You see everyone essentially in the exact same place, either doing the TP or standing on the TP. And I think Big D is looking by far, not by far, but Big D is looking the best, I think.
9
full
crit. Yeah.
Still up the extra life. Just looking very good overall, I think. I'm not sure who I'd choose after that. Snack having, well, 6 white crit, Brian lacking items, and Goji not even having the deals.
With how
I mean,
close
anything
it
can
is, it's.
Anything can happen.
I'm on the edge of my
Honestly.
seat, man. We have to eliminate 2 people. Everyone finding the wings across from TP here, across the rock bridge, except Goji. We'll see if they find it after. There's an
These kind of
afterburner
stuns
on
are so
Snack. It's like right around the corner from the TP.
Ooh.
And getting the ATG as well. Really nice. Looks like Brian just found the afterburner as well. Everyone on the
pretty quick
moon,
as
though.
well.
Everyone, like, on the moon within, like, a couple seconds of each other. I mean, it could go any way from here. All right, Big D starting the fight first.
Not gonna be any big bursts happening, it's just press M1 and try not to get swung by the hammer.
It looks like Brian died here using the Plarva, getting Polyloot Plasma Shrimp.
Ooh.
Honestly, with their 3 crit, though, I think this is a better build.
Yeah.
I wonder how he died. He has Afterburner and 2 feathers, or 1 feather.
Maybe died on purpose. I don't know. Maybe you thought, yo, my damage 3 crit isn't
Yeah.
too hot. Let me see
It's-
how this other damages.
Big D is just starting phase 2 right now, actually building up some chronic expansion stacks right before the fight to get some good multiplicative damage.
Nice. Looking at everyone else, you can look at any of their screens and it's just the same thing happening.
It's the same thing. They have the same health bar on all of the enemies doing the whiffs, you know, same time on their clock. I
so
have
close, man.
no idea who's gonna win or
It
not.
feels so bad to eliminate 2 of these 3 when they're all doing the same thing.
They're doing so well.
All right, Big D has the plus V back, so is not going to lose more time on this.
Really good job
GG.
for Big D. Give it up for Big D.
Another
That
fast
was
run.
really good.
Claps. Goji actually the first one in phase 3.
Yeah. Who is gonna join Big D in the next loadout, man? Oof. It might be Goji if they keep it up. Okay, Goji got into phase 4. So as long as they don't die phase 4.
Yeah, I think Goji has it.
Yeah.
Goji is gonna get second on the ship. Snack just going there and Brian finishing up phase 4. But honestly, it was so close the entire time.
This is one of the
Up until
closest
the
races
second
we've
Missing
ever seen.
Afterburner.
Everyone was doing the same, and then on Mithrix, 3 people just had the same fight. The bar was going down at the exact same rate at all times. Just in phase 3, Goji managing to get ahead by half an HP bar and winning off of that.
Alright, let's bring Goji. Hey, you are going forward, Goji. Congratulations.
Oh, let's go. Man, if you used that tone and then told me I was losing, I would have been tilted.
Snack and Brian, welcome in, guys. Unfortunately, you two have been eliminated. I'm sorry. On our next loadout here, we have Cabbage, Ruddy, Big D, and Goji playing. It's time. These are the finalists of the loser brackets, and we'll see who gets their second chance and gets out to the winners final. So Railgunner here, we have the default M2, we have Polar Mines, and we have Supercharge, which
yeah, the mobility is scary.
Yeah,
because like at least with the other mines, you could use it for mobility while you're like, where you can't use any of your skills because of the supercharge. But here it's like, what are you gonna do?
it's not bad. It's really just that mine that's gonna trip everyone up, I think.
Yeah.
Looks like there's nothing like too
By the way,
amazing
we
in this
have-
stage, but actually never mind. I
Yeah,
was
the
wrong.
watches, Opal.
I'm looking at
antlers, really
Cabbage.
good items.
Cabbage has everything. I was, I
Yeah.
looked at Big D and I was like, it's all right. But I was like, I'm wrong actually.
Yeah.
All those are good anyway.
Yeah, Cabbage getting everything good out of that stage and out first, the usual. The antler's crazy though for just survivability. I feel like with Railgunner, especially without the other mines, like this is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
They have speed to survive at this point with the antlers.
As long as they keep it up, keep getting the wisps.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Where is Ruddy's Titan? Oh, he's just like keeping it because he wants to keep charging. I see.
Yeah.
I don't really see people doing that enough, right? Thing about the Titan, it doesn't shoot with the laser unless it's like under what, like 97% health or something. So keep
Yeah,
it.
something like
Just
that.
leave it, you know, for a second. Like if you're worried about it, just don't hit it. It's fine.
And the duo already did concentrate real quick and get it done
Get it
without
done.
having all the other enemies.
There is a gas on this side of the map. Cabbage just picked it up. That would be nice for Big D, who has the ignition tank, especially during just like the upcoming teleporters. Like I'm thinking of sirens as well. There is a Shrine of Shaping on this map, unfortunately, and on a stage that has fewer credits. So it's tough.
Yeah, the least credit stage too because of the bans, and they're not even getting the bans.
Nope, they're probably just gonna pick up like 3 items this stage, to be honest, and then
I don't
leave
think
it.
anyone even scouted for plates, not even a little bit. We got some pre-on gang situations. Maybe they're gonna go for that. There is Gopus or Exopus on Cabbage,
Okay.
and then maybe potentially getting enough movement speed like a fuel cell or something for a pillar skip, but that's kind of sketchy. I don't know.
Yeah, potentially
feather.
dangerous. There is a Void Crow at the top of the map near teleporter. It might be a Saber Spaces. We'll see. Goji did go for the Prion. I don't really see anyone else going for it though. A little bit surprised because I don't think DML's that good. And from TP drop we get a chance stall. There is a chance shrine right below TP, so we could potentially see some cool item drop out of it. We already saw a Planiel out of a shrine today, so ooh, Void Crit unfortunately out of the cradle. Okay,
Goji
well,
picking it up anyways. Lysate on Ruddy too. That's actually huge.
Shrine of Order.
There is one.
Yeah, I don't even think they'd want any one of the items they have anyway. Besides watches,
Yeah, they
maybe?
just have
But,
like a solid variety.
I hope someone goes after the Chance Shrine though. It looks like Goji specifically did not, which is a fair play because they saw that there was some other stuff over here. It looks like Cabbage is the first one to stage 4. We'll see how
Big D
that
about to
goes.
follow. Oh, Big D's not gonna find the Lysate, I don't think. Goji getting it now. Big D choosing Prion. Cabbage taking the Gorax Opus with a fuel cell, like I said.
It's good.
That is potential for some kind of pillar skip, but it is gonna be scary without like a feather, just in case. Cabbage is reading what the antlers do because there's a printer on this stage. It's like, should I go into this? Let's read. Let's learn the items, I guess.
I was wanting Hopu for years to do the logbook in game thing, so I'm really glad that Gearbox did. That's such a good onboarding move. Yeah, it's a -1. It's almost
taking the whole Vagrant Flurry. Please. Oh, and the larva. Yeah. What can you do at that point? Man, tough.
Oh,
yeah,
poor
great.
Goge,
right,
man.
And Goji just started.
And look at this, Big D's in a similar situation.
Yeah,
also
right.
a +5.
And dies. Wow, during the TP.
Dude.
Yeah, I think the Gorax Opus, again, I think it's just the right play, that movement speed, and being able to clear out small enemies with your M1 is really impactful.
I don't mind looking Goji's.
Dead again, yep.
Yeah.
BD dead. Alright.
+5s are flowing.
Cabbage leading the pack.
It's always Sirens, man. This map is something else. I was kind of worried. I was hoping they'd get more stuff by this point, but stage 2 didn't have anything because that's just how it was. And then, Big D.
Oh, Big D again. Yeah, just no speed at this point.
Big D was using their M1 there. They should have just been using their M2, shot the jellyfish.
Yeah.
A little bit of...
Get them out of your face real quick.
Running halfway through the teleporter, but it looks like they're going to leave soon too, right behind Cabbage. I mean, I don't want to say that it's just going to be Ruddy and Cabbage in the final, but they definitely have a very nice lead right now.
Yeah. Oh, and the triangle that goes off the cliff, Cabbage. Good job.
Oh, Cabbage. What did Cabbage lose from that? Why would you print? I mean, Cabbage had to have done that on purpose, actually. I don't even actually believe that he thought he'd get it.
There's no way. There's no cope in the world to make you think that that's going to land on the ground.
All right, Ruddy's out to stage 5 as well. I hope Goji can avoid another death here on the stage. Sadly, I just think...
Goji still has a chance for sure. Ruddy knows. Ruddy knows. He's doing it anyways. They want it so bad.
I want Goji to leave this stage soon, though. It looks like Goji... Oh, Goji's going for Awu.
Nice.
They're getting the eggs.
There it is. Oh, missed it, though.
By like an inch.
Fuck. Just a little bit off center, maybe.
Yeah. They deserved that to get the red, man, for how much work they put in. Oh, our first knockback fin of the day. And I think that's a fun item on Railgunner, too. You can really get some...
Fin?
Breaching fin.
You apply a debuff whenever it procs up to 3 times, and that makes you do more damage to it, right?
Yeah, so you just start juggling an enemy.
Yeah, sick. Nice,
which
means more damage.
Goge. That's another +5 for Goge.
Another +5.
Cabbage on the moon, though. And Ruddy's only 70% away through the teleporter, so still a little bit behind. Oh, Cabbage.
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 Barely, you got it with the Warhorn. Good.
Oh, dude. Okay.
Ruddy also getting the combo, the egg and the transmitter.
Again, anything could happen here, but it's looking pretty...
Yep. Ruddy doing pillars.
Yeah, soul pillars. Second one right now. Almost done.
Okay.
They're using the polar mine so well, actually, right now. They're playing Matrix mode, just dodging the fucking orb. Oh god, that group is a lot. Okay, they're good. Man, really good job. I really don't see anyone using the polar mine, and that was probably the best way I've seen anyone use it in a long time. Alright, Ruddy's into the fights. Right now, Big D's going up, just taking a break on the tree with only 1 egg.
Cabbage
also,
phase 3.
That's true. They do have a pseudo host skip with transmitter here. But I guess they just don't want to take the curse.
Oh, and look at that, Cabbage immediately going for the egg clip. A lot of time saved there.
And there we go, Cabbage done. Mithrix is dead at like 24-20.
That's crazy.
Yeah, good run.
Ready going into the super consistent strat and getting into the finals.
And reminder, for the final loadout, whoever gets in first place in the final is the winner for today. The spots, the positions of the last loadout determine your place in the tournament, so...
Hello.
So, unfortunately, you have to face off against Cabbage again in the final loadout. I'm sorry.
I'm sick of this guy.
Followed each other through the whole tournament. But, hey, Gooch. Hey, Big D.
There is.
Hello.
Unfortunately, Big D and Goji, you guys are being eliminated. I'm sorry. It was tough. Siren's Call just got you guys. Yeah.
That was it.
Final loadout of the tournament. It's all or nothing. You have to get first. Otherwise, you don't win. So, all on the line right now. Who do you got money on, Goj?
It's hard not to bet on Cabbage. He's
It
just
is.
such a... Like, you just see him play. He's so dominant. Like, he's so quick to make decisions. Like, he feels a step ahead of everybody. And sometimes he's a step ahead of himself, almost. And then, you know, that kind of bites him. But I think it's Cabbage's loadout to lose.
All right, so for the final loadout here, we have Roost, Offense Sanctuary, we have Scorched Acres, Abyssal, and for the first time today, we have Helmet Hatchery. So it's kind of like, it's kind of that cool climactic end to the tournament. You know, we get to see the new final stage. There's an executive card on Ruddy. No one else has that.
Ooh.
And he's going after the House Knight Shrine as well, which is on the other side of the stage. It looks like Faku and Kay both found it. No one has any items, actually. This might just be a stage one without much going on for it.
So it's really interesting. This is like one of the few Halcyon shrines where it's really difficult to play, because often the Halcyon shrines on the island, you get a bunch of money and there's not items over here. So I think we'll see a lot of divergence in how much people loot this stage versus people just kind of like grabbing one or two items and then just immediately leaving, because you have to walk so far across the stage to get items here. Picking up a transmitter.
Just a little bit more safety, right? As long as that buff is active, then we're good. Kay did two tiers of the House Knight Shrine, just looking for more items, actually, just because there's nothing over here. I actually think that's an interesting play.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate the idea because of exactly what I was talking about, where, you know, everything's stuck on the other side of the stage, but didn't get much out of it.
No, unfortunately not. It could have been a cool gamble, though, for sure. On the way out.
Yeah, and we see a few different equipment coming out here. We got Seed of Life on Faku, Gubo on Cabbage, and then the card on Ruddy. I think I really like Gubo out of these three equipment on this loadout, because I think damage is going to be a big issue. And if you can like dart a Gubo and get like a couple ballista shots off the Gubo, it does a lot.
And Cabbage going for a gas. Everyone has gas, which is really nice. Okay, already proccing the triangle. Mid teleporter here. Oh, it's a Vagrant. That does make sense.
Yep.
There's a Runald's Band printer right next to TP.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, triangle be damned. We're getting some damage. And
yeah, I think so.
We're getting a Genesis loop from TP, which means we can't even get another band out of it, which sucks.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, Cabbage is going to have a little bit of an advantage here, being able to get either two bands or a band and keeping one triangle.
Yeah,
I think we'll probably opt for two bands just because you're really damage hungry on this loadout. But
yeah.
Kay is looking all the way to the other side of the stage, finding a Squallop.
Another band.
And finding another band.
Hopefully the band is kept last. We'll see. Oh, keeping the triangle is an option.
God roll here. Yeah, I was gonna say.
He greeted it.
Yeah.
He's thinking about it and he's like, I don't know. I think it went all in. All right, interesting. That is a lot of damage though, and that's what we need. So Ruddy's going for the God roll here. Just getting all the bands and the transmitter.
Oh, nice.
There's a feather as well, and Cabbage has not gone into the printer yet.
Ooh.
So that might be something that Cabbage doesn't go in it for. I don't know. And Cabbage is also going to keep the transmitter as well. Reminder, we do have printer seated, so everyone should be able to have that outcome.
Yeah, everybody's really zooming down.
Stage 3, we see a watch and a multi-shop found by Kay. I mean, Kay, very comfortable with Hunter speedrunning, so maybe some of that old intuition comes back here.
I was gonna say, I kind of doubt they'd loot this stage much.
I was just gonna say, I wonder how much they would. All they need is just a bit of damage scaling, and then they're good. And then maybe a pillar skip. Ready getting the watch and the crowbar. There's an
Ooh,
alien
alien
head
head.
for K on the start of the bridge.
Cabbage finding it as well.
I mean, Cabbage's build is really nice. Having the feather. Oh, and there's the feather for K as well.
Yeah, I really like where Cabbage and K are at. I mean, everybody's in a really similar spot, though. Faku, a little bit slower.
I have found
Maybe
that
30 seconds behind
Faku
them.
has played the first few stages slower, like in all of their runs, and then they just blast out the last couple, and then usually just
Yeah.
win from doing that. So I think it's kind of misleading when they're a little bit behind on like the first 3 stages, because they're gonna start going really quick from here.
And another feather coming out of the TP.
Yeah, just
So
in case anyone
everybody's gonna
missed
have
the
a
last
feather.
one. I really hope we don't see any deaths in Mithrix then, because like we have everything we need now, right? Like we're okay. So many jumps, so much aerial mobility with Huntress here. Cabbage the first one out, really just pushing this run. But it's something.
This Void Cradle is a
Needle
needle tick.
tick, that's good for Krunder.
Yeah.
There's a chronic expansion that Cabbage is going into. Getting one.
With that.
So really nice for TP, so. And especially, honestly, it's great for phase 3 Mithrix after phase 2 if you like keep it up.
Yeah, I really like where Cabbage is at. I think he's just finding a nice balance of, you know, dealing with the problem enemies, but then outside of that, just playing really quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, nobody else has found anything since the bans that's very polarizing or looking to change the outcome. So Cabbage kind of sticking with that game plan is working well.
I just hope that no one dies during this TP. It's kind of dangerous, right? The worm can easily knock you into the side of the hill. There's children all around. There was like an overloading one as well. So just gotta be a little bit careful. But I could totally see it happening if someone does not pay attention to things around them here.
But there's one more Void Cradle on Cabbage's screen right now. This could be really huge. He's definitely looking for a Teddy.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. So yeah, Cabbage is just gonna go to Mithrix, I assume.
Right now. How much speed does Cabbage have? That's fine either way.
Yeah, it doesn't matter with this shift. You can no speed skip. One of the few loadouts that.
I'm just more thinking like, how long will it take Cabbage to get across the moon? And then there's wings, so that's a lot easier as well.
But yeah, you look at like K and Ruddy, and they're just 45 seconds behind. And in this loadout, with how strong everybody is, 45 seconds is too much time. So, I mean, Cabbage, I think it just comes down to like, does he have a clean skip? Does he play the fight efficiently?
Mm-hmm. That's true.
With the balls in his court.
Could come down to a phase 4 skip. Could be that easy.
That's true, yeah.
So Ruddy grabbed an equipment, and then, you know, just from the equipment try shop, and it turned out to be Blast Shower, and he turned around, and then there was just like a wings right there. And I don't know if he saw it before choosing the Blast Shower, but it kind of seemed like he saw it afterwards. So that may have been like a...
I mean, it's probably slower, but low-key with this build, Blast Shower is pretty solid. Like, you're getting a lot of use out of it.
I think Blast Shower is amazing here. Not only do you have saver spaces and triangle refreshes, but you also have all of your damage via your bands, especially with ATG as well. You can set up like a huge play. We'll see though. It's going to take him a while to skip here, and meanwhile Cabbage has already started the fight because of those wings, so... And that's the other advantage that Cabbage has. He also has the ability to get to the ship faster than anyone else. So...
Yeah, because one thing about this run, there's not a single speed item. Nobody has any speed whatsoever.
No.
Which is probably the first run today that's happened.
There's a hard light afterburner. I hope that Ray does not go for it. Do not be bait.
Yeah, I think that's bait.
Okay, good.
But Cabbage is... Oh, Ruddy.
Oh,
you hate to lose just 15 seconds there. Oh, K is... What happened?
Oh, Echo killed him with a transmitter.
Oh, so the echo damage applied after the transmitter and that killed him?
I thought he would have definitely been fine enough because he had spaces and transmitter and everything, but I don't know what he did to get in that situation to have...
Yeah. Yeah, Kay's talked about his last place in the finals curse, and he's walking himself into it right now, which it's just that hurts. But,
Oh
you know,
no.
the margins are thin here.
Oh god. I feel bad. That's painful.
Yeah.
I just need someone else to get into the fight besides Cabbage. Alright. We have Faku in.
Oh wow, Faku's in.
Faku is in.
I did not notice he had made it there. And that's just, you know, I don't think there's any amount of procs that's gonna get him back in this, so he really needs Cabbage to make a mistake.
Yeah, pizza-shaped mistake. But how do you die when you have safer spaces and triangle? Like,
yeah. I mean, safer spaces, triangle, opal,
Echo.
and Deco.
Yeah, it's...
you know, and we're talking about Cabbage.
I mean, maybe if you stood still, like right under Mithrix when he slams, you know, in the middle. But, that's a tough spot for everyone else to be in. Don't hold your breath.
No opal.
Oh, no echo.
No echo.
No bubble. Hold up. I mean, the thing is, like, he'd have to take like 3 pizza slices in a row, even with transmitter. Like, it's so crazy.
Yeah, they really maxed out the defensive items on this update.
I mean, everyone, even in this loadout, should be happy that they got this far anyway. I know they won't be, but they should.
Yeah.
Because they worked to get here, and they had to beat their friends to get to the top half. So.
Yeah, and I think, you know, I don't know who was here. It must have been a year ago when we did our last tournament, but the skill gap was much bigger a year ago. When there was a tournament then, it was really clearly like, you know, there was Cabbage, K, and Zinc, and then it was just kind of everybody else. People are really close now. Like, you know, Cabbage is good, but anybody can beat anybody. And the level of play is a lot higher. So it's, you know, it's not just a walk in the park to get past people like Big D, to get past people like, you know, Brian. They really had to play well to get here.
So congrats to Cabbage for being our tournament champion.
Yeah.
Very impressive stuff.
Really,
and
he'll be really excited about it and think he played wonderful.
Yeah, surely. He'd be like, okay. Alright, let's bring Cabbage. Hey, Cabbage.
Hello?
You won.
I did?
Yeah.
Good job.
I didn't think I was fast enough, gonna be honest.
Well, you zoomed.
Yeah.
Appreciate all you guys. GG to everyone who played today. GG to our final 4, though, especially Cabbage, Faku, Ruddy, and K. So really good job. It's very rare that we can get an 8-player group together. It's rare enough to get a 4-player group to play every week. But 8 players was pretty special. It was pretty fun. So if you guys want to know when the next race is going to be, make sure to join Discord. That is going to be the best way to know when the next thing we do is. If you guys want to play with our mod, you can join in and start scrimming and doing stuff like that. And if you want to apply to be a racer, make sure you can go over there to riskresources.com/apply and sign up. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye, everybody.